Courtesy Ford of Rome is proud to be a sponsor for this year's broadcast of the Region Championship basketball games. Come by and check out all the new inventory and let us be your local Ford dealer. Check out our website, courtesyofrome.com, for all your needs. Courtesy Ford of Rome, a short drive for a really good buy.
We welcome you back to Chatsworth, Georgia, here at North Murray High School for live coverage of the 7AA Region Championship basketball games. We just concluded the girls' championship game, and it was a victory for Murray County, 48-29 over Model. Earlier tonight in girls' basketball action, Fannin County defeated North Murray 56-32. So your order in terms of region is going to be Murray County number 1, Model number 2, Fannin County number 3, and North Murray number 4. And the first two seeds are going to host in the first round of the playoffs. Meanwhile, third and fourth seeds, they will go on the road in the first round. On the other side, in boys basketball, the only other game that was played here tonight was between Murray County and Rockmart. Murray County pulled away in that one to win 64-44, a 20-point victory for Murray County. So Murray County's having a good night tonight in these games here at North Murray. But Murray County defeats Rockmart 64-44 to earn the 3 seed. Rockmart gets the 4 seed, and all that's left to determine here tonight who is going to have the number 1 seed in a region championship and who will be the runner-up and have the 2 seed. But both of these teams playing in our second game tonight, the Model Blue Devils and the North Murray Mountaineers, are going to be hosting no matter what in the first round of the playoffs. So let's go ahead and start talking about the matchup a little bit. Model Blue Devils are here tonight taking on North Murray. North Murray playing on their home floor. Model comes into the basketball game 19-4 on the season, finished 10-2 in region play. They have won 3 games in a row. Meanwhile, North Murray comes in 22-2 on the regular season. They finished 10-2 in region play. It came down to a coin toss to determine who would host the region tournament. Coin toss went to North Murray. That's why we're in Chatsworth. And by the way, North Murray comes into the ball game rocking a 10-game win streak, which Model would love to have the opportunity to end here tonight and hoist a region title trophy. But there's no doubt that both of these teams are going to come to play here in this basketball game. Going to be a great atmosphere for the game and environment. You got a packed house. It's close to capacity here, and I forgot to ask administration here tonight what capacity is, because this is the biggest high school basketball gym that I think I've ever been to. So I'd be curious to know how many people you can fit in here. I would imagine, well, I don't even want to take a guess. Maybe I can figure that out as the broadcast goes on at some point. But we're glad you're with us tonight. Live coverage of high school hoops here on WLAQ and also the Northwest Georgia Media live stream. This gives us an opportunity to thank our sponsors for taking part in the broadcast tonight. And, of course, Mathis Trailers and Equipment Sales, longtime supporter of Model Athletics and everything Model. They are presenting the radio broadcast tonight. The video broadcast is presented by Dipsy Auction Company and Courtesy Ford of Rome. Additional sponsorship tonight of the video coverage by Elbert Robertson's Collision Company. And do want to take an opportunity while we've got a moment to recognize the crew involved in tonight's broadcast. We'll start with the video crew on cameras. Holding the fort down on the cameras tonight, Carson and Braden Holder. Mike Garrett is here as the director. Replay and the guru of everything video, Nathan Patterson, is here tonight doing the replay and a lot of other stuff as well. Scoreboard is Uta Patterson, and I'm here on the mic. My name is Matt Davis from WLAQ radio station in Rome. And last but not least, our buddy Lynn Butler back at the studio holding it down with the Raccoons at WLAQ Studios in Rome, Georgia at the foot of Mount Alto. So we got a lot going on here tonight, having a good time. We wish you were with us, but since you can't be here, we're glad that we can provide coverage for, these young players on the radio and the video so people can keep up with them, because, again, it's all about the kids. Well, I tell you what, folks. Hey, there's the oblivious cam again. Got to love that. That's a lot of fun. I'm surprised they haven't put me on it yet. But anyway, the night is young. We still got a whole nother game to go. We're going to take another break. Let's step out for 3 minutes down the line. 3 minutes down the line, we'll come back and continue to set the stage. It's the Model Blue Devils and the North Murray Mountaineers locking horns in the Region 7AA Boys Championship, and we're just minutes away here from inside the gymnasium at North Murray High School in Chatsworth, Georgia. We're back in 3 minutes.
Courtesy Ford of Rome is proud to be a sponsor for this year's broadcast of the Region Championship basketball games. Come by and check out all the new inventory and let us be your local Ford dealer. Check out our website, courtesyofrome.com, for all your needs. Courtesy Ford of Rome, a short drive for a really good buy.
The live broadcast of this year's Region Championship basketball games is presented by Dempsey Auction Company and Courtesy Ford of Rome, with additional sponsorship from Elbert Robertson's Auto Collision Company. Tonight's broadcast would not have been possible without the support from these sponsors. Thank you for helping make this broadcast a reality. This is a production of Northwest Georgia Media. Thank you for watching.
All right. Of course, earlier I had posed the question, what is the capacity here at the gym at North Murray High School? I was really curious about that. And ask and you shall receive. Just heard from Nathan Patterson and also one of the camera crew that the capacity of the gym is 2,909, and that information came from the athletic director, Steve Granger, here from North Murray High School. And yeah, I was going to guess in the high 2,000s, so I should have just went with it. But anyway, folks, we're glad you're with us tonight. We're live at North Murray High School for live radio and video coverage of the Region 7AA Championships. Model Blue Devils getting set to lock horns with the North Murray Mountaineers for the third time of the season. These two teams split during the regular season, and now they're going to play again, and this time it's for all the marbles. This is going to decide the region, the 1 and 2 seed, and determine the region championship team. So a lot at stake here tonight in this ball game, and it is almost time to get things started. So we're going to give you the starting lineups, and then we'll get things underway here from Chatsworth, Georgia. And if you've never been to Chatsworth before, a lot of really cool outdoor stuff to get into here. They've got Fort Mountain. They got a lake up there on the top of the mountain with a recreation center, beautiful overlooks and views that you can, check out. It's really, really super nice. I actually participated in a half marathon one time up here, and they bus you up to the top of Fort Mountain, and you run down the mountain, and just absolutely fell in love with this area. Just absolutely love being outside. You can certainly get into a lot of that good stuff over in this neck of the woods. But let's start with the Model Blue Devils and their starters. Number 10, Jaden Hames is going to start here for the Blue Devils today. Also number 11, guard Stevie Dallas. He's a sophomore this year. Also playing at guard tonight in the starting lineup is another sophomore, Noah Travis. In the starting lineup, senior and 6'5" is Jakenis Hurd. And then rounding out the starting lineup here for the Blue Devils today in the boys championship is going to be junior, 6'9" junior, number 33, Jeremias Hurd. So there's your starting lineup for Jacob Travis's Model Blue Devils. And now we'll get you ready. The fans are going to get on their feet first here at North Murray, and they will get the music cranked up and the spotlight going and all that kind of good jazz, and get everybody hyped up as they get to play this one on their home floor. And we're going to start with the 0, Bo Ellis in the starting lineup today here for North Murray. Also in the lineup is going to be number 3, Skylar Williams, certainly one of their most prolific scorers and ball handlers on the team. Number 10, Seth Griffin. He's also the quarterback on the football team, one of the most athletic players on the team. Number 15, Judson Petty, also is a guy that can get out there and light up the scoreboard here for this North Murray team. Number 30, Isaiah Morrison is in the lineup. And there's your starting 5 here for the North Murray Mountaineers. Their head coach is Tim Ellis, and we are just about ready for championship basketball game number 2 here tonight, and we're shifting over to the boys bracket, and this is going to be the end of the region tournament tonight, and then everybody will turn their attention over to the GHSA state tournament, which is going to begin coming up next Tuesday. And both model teams ended up with a 1 or 2, will end up with a 1 or 2 seed. And so they will host next week. So that's exciting news for the folks in blue, that they're going to get to see both their teams play at home next week. Well, we're going to have Griffin in the circle and Hurd for Model. And now Model's going to win the tip-off, and they're going to have possession of the ball, and will open things up on offense. They send it to the left wing side over to Stevie Dallas. He'll jack up a three-pointer out of the gate, and he drills it. Oh, my goodness, what a shot from Stevie Dallas, and what a way to get things going for the Blue Devils, setting the tone. Another three-pointer on the other end. That one's going to be missed by Ellis. Ball's knocked loose. Griffin's got it. Sends it right back to Ellis, and that's going to be a turnover here for North Murray. It's coming back to the Blue Devils. So good start here for Jacob Travis's team. 7:32 left to go in the first quarter. 3-0 is your score. Model going to have to work around a little bit of pressure. They're going to try to dribble out of it, which can be kind of dangerous, and they turn it over. Down on the other end is Petty, and we're going to have a whistle and a foul called on the floor. That's going to go against Jakenis Hurd. So he gets a quick foul. We're not even a minute into the game, and they've blown the whistle on Jakenis Hurd. Petty surveys the floor, sends it into the right wing. Corner 3 for Griffin. That one's in and out. Rebound's going to be pulled down by Jeremias, and now the Blue Devils bring it back the other way. Stevie Dallas with it. He's standing on top of the logo at center court. Sends it across over to Jaden Hames. Inside of Jeremias, turns, and he is going to miss the basket, but he draws the contact, and they're going to put him at the free throw line. Jeremias Hurd going to the stripe with 2 shots coming up, and Model has opened up the game with the first points. They lead it 3-0 and can add to it here with Jeremias at the stripe. Shot on the way, it's through. Jeremias will get ready for his second free throw of the pair. Dribbles the ball a couple of times, puts it up, and that one is going to carry him off the rim. Rebound is going to be taken by Seth Griffin. Across the timeline with it is Petty here for North Murray. They're wearing their white uniforms with yellow letters and numbers with black trim. Meanwhile, Models in their blue uniforms with white letters and numbers with black trim. They send it up to the, well, there's a quick jump shot by Griffin. That caroms off the rim. Here's the putback for Williams. That's through, and North Murray has their first bucket. So it's 3-2, or 4-2 rather, in favor of the Blue Devils. Skylar Williams is going to pick off the cross-court pass. Hames has got it right back, goes in and lays it in. Jaden Hames with his first bucket of the game. It's 6-2. Model on top by 4. Across the timeline go the Mountaineers. They go to the free throw line just beyond it, put up the shot. Rebound's going to be pulled down by Jeremiah Hurd. He's going to leave it off for Stevie Dallas, who's going to bring it up the floor. Dallas is trapped. He's going to pass it down to Jeremiah. Now to Noah Travis. Now back to Dallas. On to Hames on the left wing side. Wholesale substitutions about to come in at a stoppage of play here for North Murray. Long range three for Dallas. Nothing but net. What a long shot. That was an NBA plus 3. My goodness. Seth Griffin. Now to Williams. Little floater on the way. That's left short. Hames is going to get the board for the Blue Devils. Stevie Dallas passes over to Jakenis Hurd on the far side. Now down to Jaden Hames. Drives the lane. Puts it off the glass and through. Man, that's going to force Coach Ellis to call a timeout. Models on top 11-2. When we come back in 30 seconds, it's championship basketball on WLAQ and Northwest Georgia Media. Contreras across the stripe here for North Murray. Tries to shoot from the free throw line. Jeremiah blocks it. Stevie Dallas comes out with it on to Noah Travis across the center court stripe. He'll send it right back to Stevie. He was standing on the logo. Now they lob it inside. Jeremiah's posting up. Ball is stripped, but it stays with Model. Off the glass from Jakenis Hurd. Helps his brother out. And now it's 13-2, 11-point lead for Model. They're off to a really hot start. Contreras, no-look pass, corner three on the way. It's missed. Long rebound goes to North Murray. North Murray with the basketball. Contreras at the free throw line, sends it right back out around the perimeter. They bounce it underneath. Shot is blocked. Stays with North Murray. They get a look towards the basket. It's missed. Ball's loose. Who's coming out with it? North Murray. Mountaineers with the ball. They think about it from the three-point land. Shot is up, and that one's going to be through there for number 23, McDade, off the bench. Now it's 13-4. Model on top. They got pressure. They steal it away. Contreras bounce pass, trying to get it to McDade. Here's the shot towards the rim. It won't go through for Contreras. A lot of action taking place here in this basketball game in the first half of the first quarter. Wow. Contreras is going to the line shooting a couple of free throw shots. I can barely catch my breath. Contreras is at the free throw line. Shots on the way, and that one's through. He'll get ready for a second free throw. Score moves to 13-5, and we get ready for Contreras at the line. Dribbles a couple of times, puts it in the air, and that one's going to rattle off the rim. Jeremiah pulls down the board with authority, gets it down to Stevie Dallas. Little runner. That one's not going to go. Rebound's going to be taken by North Murray. The Nears are going to bring it back the other way. Contreras with it, stops just in front of the free throw line, tries to get it to a teammate underneath, and a jump ball is called. It's staying with the Mountaineers this time. So the Nears will get ready to inbound the ball to trigger it in. It looks like it'll be Contreras. He waits for the ball from the official as he surveys the floor. Jeremiah is going to check out of the ball game, and Contreras is going to send it in. Off the inbound pass, shot is up. It won't go. And Chase Allen gets the rebound, and a foul is going to be called against number 21, Carson Gibson of the North Murray Mountaineers. A little bit of pressure here from North Murray. Jaden Hames has got the ball. He's going to try to dribble around a player. Now passes it down to Stevie Dallas. He's trapped. They send it right back out to Hames. Now on to Noah Travis. He's at midcourt. Here to Stevie Dallas. Chase Allen now with the ball. Sends it around to the right wing side. They get it underneath to Jakenis Hurd. He turns, puts it up. That's off the side of the backboard. But He gets his own rebound and then scores. Jakenis Hurd with great follow-up there. Wonderful effort. 15-5, Model up by 10. Long three-pointer on the way. Wow, what a shot from J.D. Ellis to get his first bucket of the game. And that cuts it to a 15-8 ball game with 3:10 left to go in the opening quarter of the ball game. Stevie Dallas on to Jaden Hames. Ball's poked free. This should be an easy transition layup. It is. J.D. Ellis has got 5 points in 2 possessions, and that cuts it to a 5-point ball game. 15-10, Model on top. They send it down to Jaden Hames. He nearly has his pocket pick. Gets pushed into the bench here over on Model side of the floor, and that's going to be a foul against North Murray. And the Boo Birds come out here on the North Murray side of things. Their fans are upset. Some of the fans calling for technical. But anyway, Model's going to inbound into the backcourt to Stevie Dallas. They get it to Noah Travis, brings it across center court, sends it to Jaden Hames in the corner. He sends it back up top. Jakenis on to Stevie Dallas. Dallas on to Noah Travis, who stands on the far sidelines. Back around to Dallas on the near side. They reversed it. Back up top. Jakenis over to Jaden Hames. Hames surveys the floor, gives it back to Stevie Dallas at the top of the key, puts up a long-range three. That one's off the front of the rim. Petty's going to bring it across the center court stripe. Coast to coast, gets blocked by Jakenis Hurd. Oh, my goodness. What a block. Jack Robinson's going to check into the game for the Blue Devils. It was a clean block, the officials say. I thought so, too. North Murray to inbound the ball. They're going to get it out to around center court. They feed it to the free throw line, and Seth Griffin's there with it. Feeds it underneath. Backdoor cut there by Anthony Cosby, and he picks up the bucket. They went backdoor that time, and nobody was there on defense. Robinson's got the ball. He's going to heave it across to Jaden Hames. He's at the low block. Puts up a little floater. That's in and out. Seth Griffin's there for the rebound. It's 15-12, by the way. 3-point deficit here for North Murray. They've stormed back. And now they'll slow it up and set up their half-court offense. They send it over to Cosby. Now underneath to Petty. Shot Smith. Griffin's there. Can't get the shot, but he draws the foul, and we're going to see him going to the free throw line. Looked like they got Jakenis on that one. Seth Griffin's going to be at the free throw line. He'll have a couple of shots coming up. So Griffin at the stripe. Shots on the way, and that one's going to rattle off the front of the rim. He'll get ready for another as Jeremiah checks into the game, as well as Riley Chapman checking out Jakenis Hurd and Jaden Hames. Seth Griffin with one more free throw coming up. He missed his first, and he's going to miss his second as well. Jeremiah is there for the board. Gives it off to Stevie Dallas. He'll heave it down the floor. Riley Chapman's got it. Now back out to Stevie on to Chase Allen. Allen bounces it down low. Now to Robinson, back over to Chapman. He'll back up, sends it back over to Stevie. The lob underneath to Jeremiah Hurd. Puts it up and through between two defenders. Matchup nightmare. 17-12. Model up by 5. Petty with it, drives into the lane. He stops, sends it back out around the perimeter. Good ball movement right there from North Murray, but the shot was off the side of the backboard. Now they kick it back out to the same young man. He'll pick it up. They bounce it over into the corner. No look there. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Player looks back at the head coach for the play call. Judson Petty's got the ball at center court, standing on the Mountaineer head. On the logo, they send it down to Cosby. Underneath they go. There's Petty trying to get around a defender. He travels. So a turnover. Ball's coming back to Model, and there's those Boo Birds. Spirited crowd here tonight, as you would expect for a championship game. And these two teams, they've become quick rivals here in basketball. Riley Chapman's got it. Two really good teams locking horns tonight, and that's going to be a turnover for the Blue Devils. It's coming back to the Mountaineers. they have trouble with the pressure. 25.5 seconds on the clock in the first quarter. North Murray 17, Model 12. No, Model 17, North Murray 12, excuse me. So we've got a little bit of a stoppage of play and a discussion taking place with one of the officials over at the scorer's table and needing to sort something out. So they continue to work on that while we wait. Glad you're with us tonight for live coverage of the Region 7AA Basketball Championships here on Northwest Georgia Media's live video coverage as well as radio coverage on WLAQ. Always a pleasure to be in the gym, especially when you get to this point of the season and it's tournament time, because the stakes get higher, the intensity gets higher, the atmosphere gets better, the crowds get bigger. Everything about it is just absolutely unbelievable. We're having a good time here. It's a really intense atmosphere for a basketball game. This is what it's all about. And they continue at the scorer's table to get things sorted out. And honestly, I don't know what happened. But right now there's 25.5 seconds on the clock. 17-12 your score. North Murray has the ball, trailing by 5. They're playing at home, but they're the visitor on the scoreboard. That's why I got confused a minute ago. Shots on the way. That's in and out. He was fouled in the motion of shooting a 3, so we're going to see 3 shots here from Bo Ellis. His first trip to the stripe here in the ball game. So if he makes all 3, he can cut this thing to a 2-point ball game. So Bo Ellis stands at the stripe with 12.5 seconds left on the clock. First shot's on the way, and it's through. He will get ready for the next one. And I can't promise you that it's not going to continue to confuse me that North Murray's playing at home as the visitor on the scoreboard. He makes 2 in a row, gets ready to see if he can get the trifecta here. Bo Ellis at the free throw line. And ice water in his veins makes them all. Here's Riley Chapman on the other end, misses the layup, and a foul's going to be called. That's going to be on the Blue Devils, so we get ready for North Murray to inbound the basketball here in just a couple of moments and bring it up the floor. To trigger it in is going to be Zavon McDade. So McDade's going to roll it in to try to preserve the clock here for a possession here. And he gets it in to Contreras. Contreras down underneath, pass underneath, shots missed, 2 looks. Can't get either one to go, and that is the end of the first quarter. So at the end of 1, the Model Blue Devils are going to lead this 17-15. We got a 2-point game, and we're back for more coverage after 1 minute. Well, I'll tell you what, 2,909 capacity here in the gym at North Murray High School, and I guarantee you, if we're not at it, we're close to it. A lot of people here to take this one in tonight. Model inbounds the ball, immediately has the ball stolen away, and here's a quick look for North Murray on the other end, goes in and out. The putback is going to fall for Zavon McDade. So a quick score, and now the game's tied, 17 apiece. Another steal. McDade's got the ball, puts up a quick jump shot. That's off the side of the rim, goes in, gets his own rebound. And it's going to stay on North Murray's end of the floor. So North Murray set to inbound the basketball. Brady Contreras to set things in motion on offense. Is going to lob it in off the inbound pass. Williams misses the shot. Rebound's going to be taken by Model. And now Noah Travis dribbles up the floor. He's trapped. Got to have some help. Bounces it back to Stevie Dallas. He'll dribble with the ball. Got to work quick. And he didn't make it in time. Man. That's a turnover for the Blue Devils. It's coming back to North Murray. They've got all the momentum right now. Model came out at one point, went on a 10-2 run to start the game, and now we're tied up at 17 apiece. North Murray with the basketball. Basketball, a game of runs. A steal for the Blue Devils. Stevie Dallas comes out with it, sends it down to Chase Allen, slipped on the floor. Ball rolls out of bounds, and it's coming back to North Murray. Might want to get a towel out over on that baseline. The way he slipped like that. Across the timeline goes Brady Contreras. They send it to the right wing corner. Now they try to get it back up top. Tight coverage right now from the Blue Devils. Shot from the free throw line is through for Zavon McDade. He's got 6 points, and now North Murray has their first lead. It's 19-17. Little floater pass over to Noah Travis, back up top to Jaden Hames, puts up the three-point shot. That's going to be strong off the back of the rim. Chase Allen gets the rebound, and he gets it with a putback. So Chase Allen with a bucket, his first of the game, and now Model has tied it back up at 19 apiece. Williams with it, spins around, nice pass underneath, and the finish from Carson Gibson, but give the assist because he earned it to Skylar Williams. That was an excellent pass. My goodness. Stevie Dallas is trapped. He needs help. Sends it down to Noah Travis across the timeline. He gets fouled. Boo Ellis is going to be charged with that foul. Joey Samples is going to check into the game here for Chase Allen. So now on the floor for the Blue Devils, you're going to have Noah Travis, Stevie Dallas, Joey Samples, Jeremiah Hurd, and Jaden Hames. For the North Murray Mountaineers, we'll give you a floor check for them in a moment, but we're back to playing. Joey Samples sends it in to Noah Travis. He's trapped. They send it right over to Stevie Dallas. On to Samples on the left wing side. Jacks up a three. That one's going to carry him off the rim into the hands of a Mountaineer. Near's on the other end. They send it in the corner on the left wing side. Back up top, they go to Petty. Stops and pops from just in front of the free throw line and knocks it down. That's Judson Petty's first bucket of the game, but I guarantee it won't be his last. Noah Travis sends it on to Stevie Dallas. A little floater pass underneath to Jeremiah Hurd. Bangs it off the glass and through and gets fouled. We're going to see Jeremiah go into the stripe with an opportunity for a three-point play. Model leads it 23. Model trails 23-21. I think what they did earlier is maybe swap which side the scores were going on. Shot is up, and that one is through, and that moves the score to 23-22. Model trails by 1. They send it to the left wing side. There's a little jump shot. That one's off the back of the rim. Pulling down the board is going to be Jeremiah Hurd. Stevie Dallas has got it. He's across the center court stripe, stops, turns, gives it right back to Joey Samples. Around to the right wing side, they go to Riley Chapman, back around to Dallas, on to Jaden Hames. Hames is going to send it down with a lob underneath. Jeremiah turns, tries to get the shot to the rim. Ball is going to be in the hands of North Murray. They're back the other way with it. With the ball, it's going to be Isaiah Morrison. Morrison's going to hand it off to Petty. Now Griffin, they kick it out the right wing side. Three-pointer in the way and through for J.D. Ellis. He's having a good game, folks. He's got 8 points, including a couple of threes. Across the timeline go the Blue Devils. Riley Chapman with it. Turns, fires it back out to Stevie Dallas. Long three, and he drills it. Third made three of the game for Stevie. He's got 9 points. Model cuts it to a 1-point game, but a quick look on the other side for Judson Petty. It's going to increase their lead back to 3. Petty makes a couple of quick buckets. Here we are on the other end. There's Chapman for 3. That one's through. Riley Chapman knocks one down, gets his first bucket of the game, and we're tied at 28 apiece. Petty sends it around to the left wing side. They work it into the corner. A three-pointer is going to be left short. in an attempt to keep it in bounds. Oh, my goodness. It looked like it was going to be out of bounds on North Murray. They called a foul on the Blue Devils. Jacob Travis is not super fired up about that call. Having a discussion with the official, and Jeremias, who got called for the foul, is going to go take a seat. Well, North Murray's going to inbound the ball. Petty's going to send it in, gets it into Seth Griffin. Griffin makes a move towards the paint, kicks it out. There's a three-pointer on the way. That caroms off the front of the rim. Hames sends it down to Chapman. Chapman dribbles right wing side, then slows it up. Bounces it over to Stevie Dallas, now to Joey Samples. Crisp pass inside to Allen, who turns, shoots, and it rattles in. Allen posting up and getting the bucket. 30-28, Model back on top. They steal it away on the other end. Joey Samples comes out with it, gives it to Riley Chapman, sends it on to Stevie Dallas. Dallas around center court is trapped. He's got to have some help. Tries to send it across court. Ball's knocked loose. I think it was last touched by North Murray, and it was. Model having trouble with the press. And they're coming to the near side and getting trapped in the corner. They'll have to get that sorted out. Stevie Dallas is going to check out of the game. Noah Travis is about to trigger it in motion here for the Blue Devils. He surveys the floor, sends it into Samples, backs off a defender, shakes him off, puts it up, can't get it to go. It's in and out. Rebound's going to be taken by Skylar Williams. He's on the other end for North Murray, loses the handle and goes out of bounds. And we're going to see a traveling called against Williams. Here come those Boo Birds. There's a big flock of them. They're upset. I tell you, this crowd's awesome. This is what it's all about, having a good time. This is basketball. Riley Chapman, he's got it for Model. He's trapped. Going to try to dribble out of it. Now he's going to try to pass it down to Chase Allen. Almost had his pocket pick, chases it down, and that's going to be a foul against the Blue Devils. They're going to get Allen with that one. And now the fans are happy here on the North Murray Mountaineer side. They're having a good time. I'm having a good time. This is a fun game. 30-28. This is exactly, I think, what people expected out of this ball game in every way possible. Petty's got it, sends it to the right wing side. Now they get over into the corner. They're going to reverse it to the other side, send it to the free throw line, try to bounce it down low, tries to bang it off the glass. Pulling it down is going to be Chase Allen, and they'll clear out the lane and head the other way. Jaden Hames with it, and going to have a foul that's going to go. I think they got Skylar Williams that time, but it's going to stay on Model's side of the floor, and they'll get ready to inbound the ball from the baseline coming up in just a couple of moments with 2:47 left in the first half, and Model leading at 30-28. Noah Travis surveys the floor, looking to find the open man. He's going to find Hames off the inbound pass. Three on the way and through. Yes, sir. Jaden Hames knocks it down, and now it's 33-28. Model back to a 5-point lead. They send it around to Ellis on the left wing side. He's being guarded by Noah Travis, who steals it away. Model has it across the timeline. They send it to Chapman. Lost the handle for a second, but he's got it. Bounces it down to Chase Allen. He's in between two defenders. Backs his way in. Misses the shot. Joey Samples has got it, sends it back out to Hames. Faked the three, went into the paint, fired it back out to Chapman. Open three on the way. Karams over the rim. Here's the putback for Allen. It won't go. North Murray comes out with it, and a foul is going to be called against the Blue Devils. Let's see who they got on this one. Going to get Joey Samples. Model leads at 33-28 with 2:07 left to go in the first half. Triggering it in motion is going to be Zavon McDade. He'll roll it in. Bringing it up the floor is going to be Petty. Petty stops, gives it to Williams, cuts towards the basket. There's a jump shot, and that one's off the back of the rim. Ball is going to be tied up, and we're going to see a jump ball. Possession arrow points in North Murray's direction. So the Mountaineers are going to hang on to the basketball, trailing by 5 points with 1:54 left to go. Been a fun day of basketball here inside the arena at North Murray High School. Off the inbound pass, Skylar Williams is able to punch it through. He's got his second bucket, and it's 33-30. We got a one-possession ball game. Noah Travis with the ball gets fouled, and Bo Ellis is going to pick up another one. We'll get ready for Samples to inbound the ball for Model. On the floor for the Blue Devils, Samples, Robinson, Chapman, Haynes, and Travis. On the floor for North Murray, you're going to have Griffin, also Petty, Williams, McDade, and then J.D. Ellis. There's a floor check for you. 33-30, Model leads it by 3. Chapman is trapped, and Jacob Travis had to call a timeout. They've had a lot of trouble with the press and getting it across the floor. We're going to take a timeout as well. 1:35 left to go in the first half. Model leads at 33-30 over North Murray. It's the Boys Region Championship for 7AA. We're back in 30 seconds. All right, a heave down court to Hames. He'll bounce at one time, puts it up. It rolls off the rim. Williams is there for the board, goes coast to coast here for the Nears. That one's off the back of the rim on the other side. Model comes out with it. Hames has got it. He dribbles to the low block, shakes off the defender, and scores. Jaden Hames with another bucket. Model increases their lead back to 5 points. It's 35-30 with 1:05 remaining in the first half of play. Judson Petty with it on the logo at center court, standing on top of the Mountaineer. He's going to lob it across to Griffin on the right wing side, sends it left wing side to Williams, cuts towards the basket, misses the shot, and draws the foul. That's going to be against Joey Samples, and that'll send Skylar Williams to the free throw line. Energetic crowd here tonight. So Williams going to the free throw line here with a couple of shots coming up. This is his first trip to the stripe in the ball game. First one on the way. That's off the front of the iron. He'll get ready for a second shot. Again, there are 53 seconds left in the second quarter with Model leading at 35-30 here in the Boys Region Championship for Region 7AA. Much different looking region this year. Shots on the way, and that one's off the back of the rim. Really, 7A Division I is what feels like 7AA. After reclassification and everything that happened going into the season. But Stevie Dallas with the ball. Robinson's got it at the top of the key. Sends it to Noah Travis on to Hames in the corner. Thought about the three. Gave it to Dallas. Back to Hames. He'll put it up this time, and that one's going to carry him over the rim. Robinson chases it down. It stays with the Blue Devils. Robinson underneath. Puts it up. That's off the glass. Too strong. And a whistle and a foul is going to be called against Skylar Williams. No, it wasn't Williams. It was actually Seth Griffin, I suppose. No, it was on Williams. The shooter is going to be Jaden Hames, number 10. Shots on the way, and that one's through. We'll get ready for a second free throw. Good shot there by Jaden, and that moves the score to 36-30, a 6-point Model lead over North Murray here in the Region 7AA Championship. Hames looks at the bucket, puts it up. That one's off the back of the rim. Samples leaps and grabs the rebound, swings his elbow. That's going to be a foul against Joey Samples. I'm not sure how many he has. I'm trying to keep up with him. I got him with 3. He's got at least 3, so he's going to check out of the game. Trying to clear out the lane and gets called for the foul. We're going to see Isaiah Morrison inbound the ball here for the Mountaineers. 19.2 seconds on the clock in the second quarter. Shot clock is off. Here's a long three-point shot from Morrison. That's off the rim. Chasing it down is Robinson. It goes out of bounds. It was last touched by North Murray, so it's coming back to the Blue Devils. So the Blue Devils could potentially get the last shot of the half. 11 seconds on the clock. Robinson set to trigger it in. Going to have some pressure here from the North Murray defense here in the remaining seconds here of the half. And actually, there are going to be free throw shots as there was a foul and Model's in the bonus. So this is going to be 1-1. We're going to see Robinson at the free throw line trying to earn a second shot. Let's see if he knocks this first one down. 36-30 your score. Model up. Shot on the way. That one's through. He gets another one. So Jack Robinson at the free throw line makes the first, gets ready for a second as a result, and Model leads it by 7 points. This has been a fun game. Second shot on the way. That one's off the rim. Rebound's going to go to McDade. McDade across the center court stripe, sends it to Griffin. Ball stolen away. Here comes Jaden Hames. The layup, and it's through. Jaden Hames having a well of a game, and that's the end of the first half. The Model Blue Devils are going to lead it going into the locker room 39-30 over North Murray here in the Region 7 AA Boys Championship game. We're back in 3 minutes.
Courtesy Ford of Rome is proud to be a sponsor for this year's broadcast of the Region Championship basketball games. Come by and check out all the new inventory and let us be your local Ford dealer. Check out our website, courtesyofrome.com, for all your needs. Courtesy Ford of Rome, a short drive for a really good buy.
The live broadcast of this year's Region Championship basketball games is presented by Dempsey Auction Company and Courtesy Ford of Rome, with additional sponsorship from Elbert Robertson's Auto Collision Company. Tonight's broadcast would not have been possible without the support from these sponsors. Thank you for helping make this broadcast a reality. This is a production of Northwest Georgia Media. Thank you for watching.
All right, we welcome you back into North Murray's gym here at North Murray High School in Chatsworth, Georgia. Having a fun time tonight. Some hoops for you here on WLAQ and also the live video stream, and we appreciate you being with us tonight. Got to adjust my mic a little bit. Got knocked around a little bit. But let's go ahead and break down the scoring there for the first half. Halftime score, Model up 39-30 over the North Murray Mountaineers. And we'll run down the scoring for the Mountaineers first. We're going to start with Bo Ellis. He'd had 3 points there, knocked down 3 free throws in a row after being fouled in the act of shooting a three-point shot. 2 points for Cosby. Brandy Contreras would pick up 1 point off a free throw in the first quarter. 4 points for Skylar Williams. 4 points for Judson Petty. 2 for Carson Gibson. 6 for Zavon McDade, and then the leading scorer for North Murray there in the first half was J.D. Ellis. He would pick up 8 points. So great team effort there by the North Murray Mountaineers. They were able to get 8 guys in the scorebook. Played a great first half against the Model Blue Devils. Meanwhile, the Model Blue Devils on top again, 39-30. They would pick up 3 points from Riley Chapman, 4 apiece for Chase Allen and Jaquinnis Hurd, 1 point for Jack Robinson, 6 points for Jeremiah Hurd, 9 for Stevie Dallas. But the leading scorer for the Blue Devils and overall in the game was Jaden Hames. He had a whale of a first half, picking up 12 points. And I'll also point out that Stevie Dallas, I mentioned he had 9 points. He knocked down 3 threes, 2 in the first quarter, 1 in the second quarter. And as a team, the Model Blue Devils would pick up 5 threes. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 5 threes there in the first half of the game. Meanwhile, on the other side for North Murray, they would pick up 2 threes there in the first half. And then, as I mentioned, Bo Ellis would get fouled shooting a 3 and would make all 3 of his free throws. So we're about we got about 4 minutes and 11 seconds until we get to the conclusion of halftime. But Model leads it by 9, 39-30. But basketball's a game of runs, and with a game this close with these two teams, it's anybody's ball game, no doubt about it. At this point, we want to take an opportunity here to thank the sponsors for making it possible. This time we're going to start with the video. It is presented by Dempsey Auction Company and Courtesy Ford of Rome. Additional sponsorship tonight on the video from Elbert Robertson's Auto Collision Company. And then do want to recognize the video crew tonight. Carson and Braden Holder doing a great job as always. Mike Garrett, he's down there directing and doing his thing and doing a wonderful job. On replay is Nathan Patterson. And let me tell you, he probably had breakfast here this morning with the setup he's got. Spent a lot of time getting everything going. A lot goes into the production, no doubt about it. Scoreboard is Uta Patterson. And then I'm Matt Davis with the play-by-play on the radio and on the video tonight. And then we want to take an opportunity to recognize our man on the board back at the radio station, holding the fort down at WLAQ at the foot of an alto. It is Lynn Butler. I also want to take this opportunity. We would be remiss, and certainly last mention but not least, presenting sponsor of our radio broadcast tonight, Mathis Trailers and Equipment Sales. Of course, Robert and Sabrina, the whole family there over at Mathis Trailers and Equipment Sales have been longtime supporters of Model Athletics and everything Model. I think they bleed blue, and they've also been a great support of WLAQ for a number of years, and I can't tell you how much the Davis family appreciates that, because we want to be able to provide good local coverage of high school sports, and the only way we're able to do that, same thing with the video coverage, is for sponsors to be involved and help us to be here, because we really love doing it, and we always want to get out and do what we can to showcase and highlight what these kids are doing in terms of getting ready for these games and getting out here and competing. It's a lot of fun, and it's a real pleasure to get to call their names. Well, folks, we're going to go ahead and send it back to the studio for a 1.5 minute break, because it's almost time for the start of the second half. Model leads at 39-30 over North Murray, and it's the region championship. We're back for more in a minute and a half. All right, Model will open up with possession of the ball. 39-30 as we resume to start the second half. Three-pointer from Hames is off the mark. They were doing the Mark Arena just a couple of moments ago. I hadn't seen that since the 1990s. I thought that went away like for good. Here's a shot on the way, and it is through. My goodness, Judson Petty 4-3 on the other end. That cuts it back to 6. It's 39-33. That was a big one for North Murray to start the second half. They're going to bring the press again. Noah Travis is going to pass it across to Ja'Kennis Hurd, and a whistle is going to be blown. I had looked the other way. I didn't see what happened. Apologize for that. But anyway, North Murray's going to bring it across the center court stripe. He'll stop, send it to the left wing side. There's Skylar Williams from the free throw line. That one's going to rattle off the rim. Jaden Hames is there for the rebound, and a whistle and a foul is going to be called against North Murray this time, and Model gets ready to inbound the ball over on the near side in front of the North Murray bench. Ja'Kennis Hurd surveys the floor, sends it into the backcourt to Stevie Dallas. Defense is lined up at half court. They're going to send it across to Noah Travis. He'll stop, bounces it down to Jeremiah Hurd, turns, shoots, and it rattles in. Looked like it wasn't going to go for a second, but then it did. So now it's 41-33 your score. Blue Devils on top. North Murray with the basketball, backing up with it's going to be Judson Petty. Petty stops at the top of the key. He's going to send it to the right wing side. Now sends it inside to Skylar Williams. Little floater on the way. That one rattles off the rim. Rebound's going to be taken by the Blue Devils. They're going to bring it back the other way. Ball is stolen away. They try to get it underneath to Bo Ellis. Ball goes out of bounds. And the Blue Devils get ready to send it back in here in just a couple of moments. Ja'Kennis Hurd surveys the floor. And he's going to bounce it into Stevie Dallas. Still pressure coming here from North Murray. Model leads at 41-33. And Stevie Dallas is trapped. He needs some help. They've had trouble with the trap. And a timeout was called by Coach Travis just in time. 6:16 left to go in the third quarter. Model leads at 41-33. Since we're just out of halftime, we're going to keep it right here through this break, but we're glad you're with us tonight for coverage on WLAQ 96.9 FM, 1410 AM. We're online at WLAQ1410.com, also the Northwest Georgia Media YouTube channel. And we definitely want to invite you to like us, follow us on WLAQ social media. Also, same thing for Northwest Georgia Media. We appreciate your likes and follows and all that kind of good stuff. Try to keep some interesting content going on there, keep you up to date with what's going on in sports and with the radio station and all that good jazz and what video coverage Northwest Georgia Media has. And we appreciate you. All right, now we're ready to go out of the timeout. Model will try again. Ja'Kennis Hurd is standing in front of the scorer's table, ready to inbound the ball here for the Blue Devils with 6:18 left to go in the third quarter, and Model leading at 41-33, playing here at North Murray. And now the officials working on the scoreboard again. Another delay of play. Official talking to the scorekeeper, and I guess they got it sorted out. So looks like we'll resume here eventually. They bounce it over to Ja'Kennis Hurd. He surveys the floor, and he's going to find Noah Travis in the front court. Noah picks it up, splits two defenders, sends it to Stevie Dallas, jacks up the three. That one's off the rim, but Ja'Kennis Hurd chases down the rebound. Now back to Stevie Dallas, on to Jaden Hames. He drives towards the baseline, feeds it underneath to Ja'Kennis Hurd, who was cutting towards the basket and scores. It's a big bucket there for the Blue Devils. Now they got a 10-point, 43-33 lead. North Murray loses it on the other end. Fans wanted a foul. They send it to the left wing side to Jaden Hames, back out to Stevie Dallas. Now resetting the offense, Noah Travis. The lob underneath to Jeremias. Drives in hard, misses the shot. Spins it off the side of the rim. They send it to the right wing side as Murray County went from right to left to the other way into the front court. No look pass, sails out of bounds and in between some Model cheerleaders. And now Model's going to get the ball back with 5:31 left to go in the third quarter, leading it by 10. So a double-digit lead right now for the Model Blue Devils. They've had a double-digit lead a couple of times in the game, but again, with basketball being a game of runs, North Murray's closed the gap on them quickly at different times of the game. Jakenis Hurd sends it in, gets it to Robinson. Now back over to Stevie Dallas. Model in the front court with it. Jeremias Hurd off the glass and through after the pass from Jack Robinson. Jeremias with his second bucket of the third quarter. He's got 10 points. There's a long-range three on the way off the back of the rim. Long board's going to be taken by Jakenis Hurd, and he tries to dribble around a defender. There's some contact there on the body, and Carson Gibson's going to notch another foul. Model leads it by 12, 45-33. We've got 5:08 left to go in the third quarter here, the boys championship for Region 7 AA. Stevie Dallas takes the pass, working it down the sidelines, gets fouled. So again, Model is going to inbound the basketball into the backcourt, it looks like. Man, they are all over him. They get it to Noah Travis, now to Stevie Dallas. He dribbles across the center court stripe, backs up. He's trapped. They give it to Noah Travis at the top of the key, and they send it down low to Jeremias Hurd, to Jakenis, and a finger roll through the bucket. Jakenis Hurd now with 8 points in the game, and Model out to a 47-33 lead, 14-point lead. Ball is ping-pongs off a couple of players into the hands of Noah Travis. He loses it at midcourt. And now coming out with it's going to be Jeremias Hurd. To Robinson they go. Robinson underneath to Stevie Dallas. Little floater. It's going to be missed. Rebound's taken by Bo Ellis. North Murray back the other way. Nears with it on their side of the floor. Shakes off a defender. Puts up a three. That caroms off the rim. Noah Travis pulls down the rebound. Gives it to Jakenis Hurd. He'll send it across court to Stevie Dallas, who will slow up, and they'll set up their offense. Stevie Dallas with the basketball dribbling. Sends it on to Jakenis Hurd. Hurd with it on the left wing side, lobs it down to Jeremias, to a cutting Jakenis Hurd, misses the layup. They had the right idea but couldn't get the finish. Shots on the way, it won't go, and a foul's going to be called against Model. Nope. Man down here for North Murray. Looks like they may have to get the trainer to come have a look at Brady Contreras. He's still down on the floor. Trainer comes out to chat with him. And he's up on his feet. Won't have to have any help as he works his way back over to the bench. But Model's going to inbound the basketball. Chase Allen's going to sit it in sharply here to Riley Chapman. Chapman to dribble it up the floor. He's across the center court stripe, slows down. Now he's going to send it on to Robinson, over to Joey Samples, who's into the game. Samples fakes left, sends it up to Stevie Dallas. They try to get inside to Allen. It ricochets right back to Stevie Dallas. Now into Joey Samples. He lobs it underneath, trying to get it at